Hey guys, Big T here, and I figured I would put this Future Fight video out as soon as I could. There's a lot of guys that I know that are going to be quitting Contest of Champions, and they just, I've heard things like, I don't have the patience to get into another game. Future Fight, I found, the gameplay isn't as fun, at least not starting out. I can see the end game being a lot more challenging, and I can see it, I can see myself spending more time playing once I get to that point. It also doesn't take nearly as long to get into it. And the company itself, Netmarble, gives the player a lot more than Kabam does. Where Kabam, it was always felt you had to put in, and you didn't get anything out. Netmarble is always, every time I log in, there's energy gifts, and there's never there's an endless support for the player, and it encourages you to, if you're spending money on a game, it encourages you to put some money in. So what I did was, I've got an established account, but I wanted to show players considering moving over how easy it is to get things set up and going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up just a burner account here. Basically, you can sync the game to your game center, or you can also sync it to Facebook. If you play it locally, if you delete it, it's gone. It's out there somewhere in the net, but you won't be able to get it back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create an account like that, show you some quick getting started tips, and then I'll use my actual account for if I do any future how-to videos. Kind of a cool thing, they got splash screens that pop up every day when there's new characters coming. Gwenpool is coming out, should be shortly. This message has been coming up for the last few days, so you'll probably see her pretty soon. Just close that out. And we'll let it load up here. Gameplay, I won't go through that too much. There's a couple ways you can, I'm just going to skip the dialogue on this. There's a couple ways you can play. You can use the little joystick, move your guy around, buttons on the side. You can also change it to one touch, which that's locked out until I get through the tutorial. One touch is similar to Diablo, where you tap on the character and he goes off to fight him. I find the joystick gives you a little bit more control, especially kiting. You're gonna notice kiting. You're gonna drag your enemies around while your abilities recharge, which is, I'm finding that very helpful. Don't give up on the game based on the tutorial. It doesn't really do the game justice. I know when I first tried it, I try all Marvel games. When I first tried it, I was heavy into Contest of Champions, so I wasn't really looking for another game. I didn't last very far after the tutorial. I just kind of wrote the game off. Keep playing. Give it some time. It's actually a pretty good game. I'm going to skip the tutorial fight. We'll get into some fights. Like I say, if I decide to do more videos, we'll get into some fights later. It's going to make us go through this tutorial here. We'll do it quick. Now, one of the nice things that they've done is you don't have it right away, but they have autoplay, and you can actually almost autoplay just by holding down the attack button. And on an easy fight, even before you have autoplay unlocked, you don't even really need the specials. You can basically hold that down, and they'll just follow the path where they need to go. But once autoplay is unlocked, it's any map that you finish, you can hit autoplay and the special will activate. And then, I guess I could go through some of the gameplay. The characters at the top left will have up to 3. You can switch. I didn't have a chance to switch, but you can switch through between the 3. Your health gets low. The tutorial will take you through all that too. Now the way this game works is it works with biometrics. They're basically like character shards, if you're familiar with the concept of shards. But instead of getting shards for a random character, you're actually getting pieces of the actual character. Most of the most of the characters you can get in 1-star form, and it doesn't take much to unlock them. 10 biometrics will unlock them. So they give you Captain America right away. Make us go through this tutorial here. Let's just call this guy Burner Man 75. Now they give you some crystals right away, they give you some biometrics right away, they give you a lot of stuff right off the bat. I'm going to exit this fight here. Now what you want to do is you want to have one character. This is their event going on. We'll cover them at a later date. So they're 7 days. That's another thing that Kabam has never done in other games. This type of game has been doing is they give you check-in events. If you're logging in every day, they're giving you stuff. Today they're giving me 200 energy, some crystals. Biometrics. They give you a whole bunch of stuff. Starting out, they give you a bunch of stuff, and they give you 20 biometrics a day for 3 days. All this kind of really cool stuff. I'm just going to cancel this out. If you get into the game, these deals here are for 14 bucks. You get 20 biometrics every day. You get some crystals. It's a pretty good deal. I've been buying the 30-day biometric deal because there's some characters, the newer characters, you can't get from questing and rifts and that. You have to get them from the chests or the biometric deals. So there's characters. Another nice thing I'll point out is when they come up with new characters, instead of making you get that character again, you can buy an outfit. Now or uniform. The uniforms are about the only thing in the game that you can't get without crystals. So you're gonna have to either buy crystals or save them up, which again cool game, worth a couple bucks here and there. They also give you a first-time buy of 60% off, so you're going to get a good deal on a uniform right away. Yeah, there's some pretty cool looking. You can turn Captain America to a woman, Loki to a woman. You can turn Doc Ock into a Spider-Man. Neat stuff. So there's uniforms. If you want to get some crystals nice and easy, you get challenges. If you play something like the Star Wars game, you'll know this will be familiar. As long as you're doing these the daily stuff, you're gonna get rewards, weekly quests. The nice thing with the quests one, or is it no, the event one, is if you set up I set up a separate Facebook account, and I went and I searched. There's Facebook groups that you put your name in, and people will friend you just to get these friend numbers up. Get to 20 friends, 150 crystals, 200, 250, 300. So you get a lot of crystals right off the bat for having your Facebook account on there. So that's nice. If you're not going to spend, you get them crystals right off the bat. You get yourself a uniform or two. Now, on to getting started as fast as possible. Now you're going to have your initial 20 biometrics. That covers all the new characters are all in there. Basically every character in the game, you'll be able to get 20 biometrics. You can cancel that, come back to it later. In the mail, you're going to also have immediately a one-star character. That one's a 2-star. Yellow Jacket. You can also have energy. We'll claim that. Hero Selector. There's the Hero Selector. Kind of a limited choice of characters. Got a tier 3 in there. I recommend waiting to claim these. This will give you a 3-star. The 1-star, if you already have the hero, you'll get the biometrics. Any of these rewards, if you already have them, you can repick the biometrics. So let's just claim these crystals here. I'm still a little green on this game, so if I ramble a little bit, that's why. So I'm going to leave those biometrics for now. Now, there's something you're going to get right off the bat one time. It's called Hero's Journey. It has a challenge system, and basically when you finish this journey, you're going to end up with a 6-star character. So that's your first one. You're going to be one of your first 6 stars. So you're going to want to pick carefully on that one. Another character you're going to get a lot of biometrics right away is Iron Man. So he's a good guy too. That's what I did. I wanted to get a good solid three-man team right off the bat. The way I picked that was I looked into the mission. In the missions, each mission is going to give you biometrics, and Iron Man gives you some bonus biometrics right away too. So he was a good pick, and there's lots of missions with Iron Man. So I went through, I decided, okay, he's going to be a guy that I'm going to be able to farm biometrics quite fast. So what I did was, you're going to get your 3-man team are going to have something similar to synergies, team bonuses. What I did was I took a look at Iron Man. He's who I'm going to center my first 3 characters around. So I'm going to want a good bonus. So I kind of went through there. I knew I was going to get a tier 6 or a 6-star from Hero's Journey. So I kind of looked at them. Who am I going to be able to pair up with Iron Man? There's War Machine. I think Vision was in that list. Spider-Man was in the list. So I just kind of went through, made a note. Let's go back to our team bonuses. So if I picked War Machine, it's Captain America, Vision, so basically you want to look everything over carefully, because some of these things are one time. Now I'm going to show you the first thing you should do is, as you can see, the nice thing with Iron Man, he has a lot of two-man teams. So you could basically take 3 characters and have two-man bonuses. So I think the way to go, if I can, is I would say either Spider-Man or War Machine on the Hero's Journey. Rank Iron Man up as much as possible from grinding the biometrics. And now I'm going to show you another little trick here that I didn't figure out until fairly late on in playing, is if you die, they immediately give you a 4-star character, which I didn't know. And actually, starting out, you're going to want to do that first fight. So what we'll do is, let's go into our character selection. Let's make Black Widow. And actually what you can do is, if you grab your character, bring it up to the top, it'll remove them. So let's just go in with one character. Let's just get her killed nice and quick here. Seems like an odd thing to do, but that's what I recommend. I recommend the first thing you do in the game is die. It's going to give you a good character to start firing out those quests. Mission failed. Don't worry, your failure is just another chance for success. Get a highly trained hero for free and continue your mission. So you hit claim. Now what I'm going to want to do, this list will only have a smaller selection of characters that you don't have. So if I would have started the hero journey or picked a tier 3, if they were on this list, they would have disappeared. So what I want to do is, I want either Spider-Man or War Machine. Now I think I liked, on my account, I went with War Machine as the 6-star. I think I would go with gotta go with Spider-Man as the 6-star this time. So let's go with War Machine. Select, yes. Mind you, I'm gonna just trash this account anyway, so that's not a big deal. Now that we got him, let's go into Hero's Journey. Have you noticed? What I was hoping when I first started was that I could get a jump on the Hero's Journey with another character, but they get taken off right away. So if you pick War Machine, he's no longer on the list. So let's pick Spider-Man. And there we go. That's our first team. basically, before even starting the game, you end up with a 4-star hero, several 1-star heroes, but Spider-Man is going to go up to 6 fairly fast, and Iron Man gives you a whole lot of biometrics right away. There you go. Now what you can do is you can go into your freebies. What I'm going to do is Spider-Man's going to 6 all through here, so you don't want to waste these on Spider-Man because he's going up. War Machine's already at 4, so I'm going to put everything I can into Iron Man, get Iron Man to 6, and then farm War Machine. So I put Iron Man. This one's a smaller selection, but we do have War Machine, so we're going to pick War Machine. Now it's tempting on these to, I'm going to grab Red Hulk, but Red Hulk is a tough character to get up right away. So what you want to do is you want to get some characters up to 6 right away, so you can start getting into the tier 6 or the 6-star content. So we're going to pick Iron Man again as well. So basically what that did is that gave me 52 biometrics for Iron Man right away. I don't have the gold to upgrade him right away, so we'll go out of there. And then what you do is you start doing missions. Once the missions are unlocked, you can repeat them, and you get autoplay. I think Chapter 3 gives you autoplay. And yeah, I'll go over the other little bits and pieces on my account. I'm not going to waste too much time on this account. I just kind of wanted to show what the easiest way to kick it off. Basically, within a week, you're going to have possibly all 3 of these guys to 6-star. So that gets you a good jump on it. And then you also get these login. You're going to get login rewards that will immediately bump your characters up from 5. I think you get one that will bump you immediately from 5-star to 6. So I think I got my Iron Man to 5-star, and I used that to get him to 6. And then I got another one of those to get War Machine up to 6, and then of course Spider-Man you get through your hero's journey, so you don't want to waste any of that stuff on the hero's journey character, because he's gonna go up. So there you go, getting you started. Hopefully we'll see some familiar faces in this game. I don't have any plan on starting an alliance. I'm currently in MMX's alliance, but yeah, hopefully we get some line chats going with some guys playing the game. Most of the ones I'm in now are Contest of Champion chats, but that's crumbling pretty quick here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see more guys getting into this game. We'll see. So let me know what you think of the video. Hit like if you like it, dislike if you don't, and autoplay. I might have a lot more time to do some videos for you guys, so stay tuned.